Hi. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm celebrating so much in this moment. And I'm so excited. Again, Receptive Radio, your tuning station. It converges with so many alignments. It's so many alignments. Thursdays are powerful days. And today, I just need to take a deep breath. Today, modern day High Priestess, reclaiming your ancient authority as a spiritual leader in today's world. The book, the multi-author book, has launched. And go to Amazon right now and buy your copy. Buy your copy. We're launching the digital copy today, and it's $2.99 US. It's, I think, $3.99 Canadian. And already, this is the other thing. Already, we're #1 bestsellers in Canada in the goddess category. So it's so amazing to witness, to be part of, to align with powerful events that I have been a part of creating. And what are you creating is what I would like to ask. What are you creating or have been creating that is starting to align, that's starting to come together for you? Put it in the comments. I'm looking at your comments right now. Hi, Teresa. Hi to everyone who's watching. I'm so grateful for all of your support. Whenever we're creating something, it takes big asks of our community to help us. And that's something I've really been transforming for many years, is asking for help. How about you? Is that something you like to do? Do you like to ask for help? Maybe it feels a little uncomfortable, or you think you can do it all alone. I think that's why I refrain from asking for help a lot, is like, I'll just figure it out on my own, I would say. But when it comes to building your business, creating the life of your dreams, it takes more than just you to make it happen. It takes more than just you to make it happen. And I'm so grateful that I started asking for help recently, in the past, and I'm even getting better at it. I'm getting better at it every day, asking for help. So yes, Sacred Convergence, this is this energy that I'm feeling coming. What's converging for me is that I'm finally in my stride. I'm finally bringing it all together, and it's been a long time coming. And maybe over my lifetimes, I've had many of these types of events, but this one seems really different and really big. And it's more collaborative than I ever would have imagined. It's more people coming into my life than I ever could have imagined. And it's something that is really, feels really good and expansive. When you're dreaming about becoming an author, there's so many steps in the stages of becoming an author. And first you have to write. And that isn't actually the first thing you do. The first thing you do is you decide that you want to become an author. You decide that you want to write. And then you set the platform to make that happen. And it's a lot of reverse engineering of dreams that have been going on for me. And it's kind of part of the process. It's like you have to start somewhere, and you have to start in a step, one step at a time. And I've been saying that mantra to myself a lot this week, about one step at a time, one step at a time. And one of the things that I've noticed that's really been at play with all of these things in my life converging at once, like I just held a summit for a whole month. It only just ended on Monday. And then this week I held a powerful masterclass around unlocking your prosperity last night, actually. And then today I just came out of a book blessing ceremony party with 90 people registered for that event. And there was 50 people on the call, and so many supportive hearts in the room. And that's something that I'm noticing is what changes the world. It changes the world, your heart. I'm still breathing in this convergence that's coming within me, that's coming together for me. And I know it's not just happening for me. This book isn't written for me. It's written for you. It's written for all of the women and all of the men who have been praying, who have been doing the work, who have been waiting for change to happen in the world. And it does start with you personally, but when you come together and do it with many people, like we did it in this book with 22 of us together, holding hands, supporting each other along the way. This was an 18-month project, and now today it's birthing into the world, and it'll still continue to be a community project for the whole next year at least and beyond. There's so much planned for this book. There's going to be, right, today is just the digital copy, but we're going to be having a paperback and hard copy launch in 6 weeks. Many of the authors and I have plans to go to Toronto for an event and get our book in the swag bags and be there to sign the books. And then we're going to Detroit for a book party with other authors, or Michigan. And then there's, there's authors all over the world with this book. So it's really expanding the reach of connection and community and collaboration beyond myself and beyond what the book is as well. And so it's powerful. And it can also feel a little scary. It can also be a little scary that, how do I keep going after this big thing? Like, how do I keep moving forward? And I'm not even really asking myself that question. It's more, how do I stay present? How do I stay present and not feel overwhelmed, not feel so expanded that I get ungrounded? And maybe you are creating something big right now, and it might feel ungrounding or overwhelming or too big. And you might be wondering, how am I going to hold it all together? How am I going to do this? And that's the thing. You don't need to know how. You just have to stay present and stay in each step. And believe me, I've had lots of things happen this week that had to have details organized and things planned and emails sent and big asks to others reached out for. And I didn't have it all organized at once. I didn't have it all planned out ahead of time. I just stayed in each step. And today I was doing steps. This morning I was doing steps that all helped to bring the book together. And I really do have another celebration. I'm not sure if I shared this with you already. During our book blessing party that was just happening an hour ago, in Canada, the book reached #1 bestseller already. And so I'm so thankful to everyone in Canada who's bought the book already and is leaving reviews and helping us to expand these stories, these transformations, this wisdom of leadership and presence and heart opening, and the path forward that we can all take together. And it can activate a little bit of fear, this expansion. What's kind of getting activated in me is like, how do I keep riding the wave? How do I keep moving forward and not contract, not get overwhelmed by the climatic, like, oh, it's the launch day, so now I have to come down. I'm more focused on just staying present and staying in the balance of it and riding the wave and seeing what comes. What I've been learning lately a lot about presence and holding space for others to receive transmissions, to receive teachings, to receive wisdom. Because in the summit, there was a lot of activity around prosperity and the consciousness of prosperity and awakening it in the world. And it brings up a lot of the other side of that, the shadow side of prosperity, which is scarcity, which is fear of not having enough or not being enough, and staying in all the old stories or the past, or projecting into the future about how am I going to do it? Or is it ever going to come true? Is it really ever going to happen for me? And so when we're focused on our goals, it is also an invitation to face your fears and the shadow side of it. And what I realize is you can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. You need other people in your life to show you your blind spots. And you have to be willing to hear about your blind spot and acknowledge that, ooh, Merlin, don't jump out the window. He's trying to take a dive out the window here. He's always playing around. Goofy. Anyway, yeah, like, what is Merlin showing me right now? He's trying to jump out the window. And but I want to stay right in the window, and see those reflections coming back to me of where do I need to really work now? What's the next initiation that is going to break me through the next shadow that is coming up for me to clear? And I invite you to look at that too. As you're expanding, as you're moving forward, where do you need to look next, or to receive feedback, or to have help with your blind spots to go even deeper into your expansion, or even more wider into your expansion, and make that impact that you're here to make. And so the presence is so important, which I've been downloading lately, is like staying present with the moment and staying present with the celebration. Because we can have a lot going on at once and not acknowledge that it's a celebration, that it is an amazing up level. It's an opportunity. And we can be moving too quickly into the next thing. We could be moving too quickly into the next thing. I'm going to check out the comments here. Yes. Relaxing into receiving the moment, and not moving out of it before that moment's done. Staying with it. Because we always are looking, what's the next big thing? I could be thinking that right now. Oh, I've done this. Now what's next? But I'm not going to. I'm going to stay here and be in this expansion that is happening right now. And it's going to continue to happen right now for the rest of the day, the rest of the week, and into next week. And so I just want to invite you to breathe with me, to really sit into that presence. And I use a lot of hand movements, if you haven't noticed already. And some of the people on the summit, we were doing the same thing. We were constantly, talking, doing this. And hand movements help you to align. They help you to bring yourself back into yourself. Yeah. And so I just invite you to breathe with me. And and as we breathe and our chest expands with air and life force, it really opens up so much opportunity, so much opportunity. And since I've been in this reverse engineering process for a while, and with all the events I've been planning and all the expansions that have been happening, I put on my calendar to go away, to go away. And so I am going with one of my best friends. We're going away to celebrate and relax at a sacred place, a beautiful place that has saunas and relaxation rooms and good food, quiet spaces where we don't have to do anything. We don't have to like show up for anything. We just have to rest. We just have to receive. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to what happens when I'm not on all the time, when I'm not checking my email all the time, when I'm not um, putting something together, when I'm not holding space for a whole bunch of other people. What can come in when I just sit with me and take care of myself and celebrate how far I've come? How often do you do that for yourself? How often are we celebrating the win? I know I talk about horse racing a lot, and there's many races we've won over the years, and you get into the winner's circle for 1 minute, you get your picture taken, and then you're whisked away and to, taking care of the horse and getting them all cleaned up after the race and cooled out. And that's exactly it. You get them cooled out. And it's kind of like what I'm setting myself up for this weekend. It's just like, okay, the winner's circle, I got my picture taken with the book in the winner's circle. And now I'm ready to cool out, to relax, have a few days off, and do nothing before the next thing starts happening again. And it doesn't mean that you don't have anything planned or that I don't have anything planned for next week. It just means enjoy the moment, enjoy the moment. And this, this whole project with the book, it took over 18 months. It challenged me so much. It brought me into more visibility. It did things beyond what I could ever have imagined. It brought so many people into my life that will be lifelong friends for the rest of my life, will be collaborators that I work with, and even clients maybe. And there's so much potential when you let go and listen to your intuition, because really this book started because I got this message that I had to do. So I had to create this book. And the message was the title of the book, Modern Day High Priestess. It was so strong, so clear, and would not let up until I talked to Melissa at Heart Open Publishing about creating the book. And it wasn't like the easiest thing to get this all together. It was actually challenging to be facing every fear around saying priestess, um, around inviting other women into the book, around marketing, around sales, around asking for help. And I'm so happy that I faced all of those challenges and I went towards them, because not only did it work to face all of those fears in one area, like this book creation, but all of that affected every part of my life, my personal life, my business life, my own products and services, my own offerings, my own family relationships, all of that. Doing this one thing expanded me on so many levels and moved me into the right spaces, the right time, the right people at all the right moments, and without having to orchestrate it myself. And so that's been such a beautiful gift that this book has brought to me. And I'm so happy that you came today and you listened. And I'm so grateful for everyone who connects with Receptive Radio. This is something that I've been doing consistently, and it really reinforces the consistent frequency inside of me. And it's expanded me in so many ways. So if you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and share it with somebody else who will resonate with consciousness expanding discussions, practices, and opportunities. So have an amazing day, and I'm so grateful for y'all.